The State Police Commission is basically responsible for policing state police. That board lost a powerful member after our investigation. Hey, Mr. Braxton.
Hey,
Lee Zurik. Calvin Braxton is one of a handful of Louisianians with the weighty position of policing the police.
This is the kind of public corruption that we talk about all the time in various contexts. This is just another example, and it's unacceptable.
But Braxton has used his powerful position to get tickets fixed and threaten a state trooper who arrested his daughter.
We'd like to talk to you about using your power on the commission to try to punish a state trooper, and then also getting tickets fixed for friends and yourself.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It took Braxton a little time to remember making requests and threats law professor Joel Friedman calls sickening.
It's entitlement, Lee. I work for the government. I'm entitled. I'm something special. The rules don't apply to me.
December 4th, 2015, State Police Trooper Jason Linebaugh stopped Braxton's daughter at 6 p.m. in Natchitoches Parish. Braxton's daughter had a blood alcohol level of .139. She was charged with driving while intoxicated, speeding, improper lane usage, and an open container violation. In a report, the Troopy commander, Jay Oliphant, details how he called Braxton as a courtesy because he's a member of the State Police Commission, the regulatory body that governs state police and also hears appeals for officers' disciplinary action. In that report, Oliphant wrote Braxton said the trooper should have known who he was, and he should have given his daughter professional courtesy, as well as utilized discretion in not arresting her.
You don't have a commissioner of an entity trying to use that authority to effectuate and force the body over whom you supervise to alter its operations to suit your personal needs. That's the definition, Lee, of abuse of power.
But apparently Braxton had more to say. The commander wrote, Braxton stated it was fine if Trooper Linebaugh didn't help him because Braxton might not help Trooper Linebaugh if he gets in a bind on the job, which requires him to appear before the Louisiana State Police Commission. Remember, that's the commission the governor appointed Braxton to.
What he's doing is attempting to use the power of his position as a commissioner overseeing the state the state police department to bring that power to bear on underlings in the State Department is an abuse of his authority.
According to the incident report, Braxton stated Linebaugh needed to be reassigned to New Orleans for about 60 to 90 days to get his mind right, and added members of the State Police Commission are not to be touched. Braxton allegedly said neither they nor their families are supposed to receive tickets and things of that nature. Braxton allegedly told Oliphant if he did not have any more stroke than that, he was unsure what to do. But Oliphant wrote Braxton said he was not finished with the issue.
This man really should be ashamed, and he should have resigned already.
But there's more. Braxton also used his powerful position to get out of tickets. Braxton received a speeding ticket in Plantation Key, Florida. The executive director of the State Police Commission at that time, Kathy Durbin, wrote the Florida County Clerk asking for Braxton's ticket to be reduced or dropped. She wrote the request on commission letterhead and even kept Braxton updated by email. When she told him she would keep him posted, Braxton replied, "Okay." And Durbin wrote another letter to St. Landry Parish's sheriff to help with a ticket for Hunter Dubois. His connection to Braxton is unclear, but emails show someone from the Ford dealership owned by Braxton emailed Durbin, writing, "Mr. Braxton wants you to help with this." Braxton is copied on many of the email exchanges and even broke the news that Hunter's ticket was taken care of.
A ticket in Natchitoches and trying to get it. Here's emails.
From me?
Yes, look, there's emails for you trying to get its citation handled.
On who? On who?
On you.
Me?
Yeah, you. And then when your daughter was arrested for a DUI, a trooper alleges that you were trying to use your position here to punish the trooper.
Okay. All right. What was the outcome of that?
Is that appropriate for you to be doing?
What's the outcome?
Huh?
That's pretty good.
Well,
what's the outcome?
The outcome is you didn't have the power to do it, I guess.
Did I?
Huh?
Did I?
But you tried.
How did you
According
say?
to the trooper,
According
you tried.
To that, that's correct.
Is that untrue? Is that untrue?
According to the trooper, that's what he said. What trooper said that?
Huh?
That's, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to read it?
Nope, I don't already looked at that. I looked at that.
You like and
I've seen it.
And
I've seen
what are your thoughts on it?
it. I have none. No comment.
You have no comment? Do you think it's appropriate to do that?
I have no comment.
Do you think it's appropriate for a commissioner of the State Police Commission to try to get tickets fixed?
I have no
To
comment.
try to punish a trooper
I have no
for
comment.
arresting your daughter?
He did his job.
He did his
Sure
job?
did.
And what about your comments to the troopers?
I have no comment to a trooper.
We tried to interview Braxton minutes before last Thursday's State Police Commission meeting.
This guy hit me with tickets. I don't know nothing about. If I did do tickets, I don't know.
After we left, Braxton tried to address his fellow commissioners about our attempted interview. His comments recorded by the website, Sound Off Louisiana.
My daughter deal was a year and a half ago. I've been through that. Now the ticket deal, I have no idea. If I did, I did.
Braxton's still unable to remember these emails and these letters that got tickets fixed.
I got a wife. I don't have anything to have.
Braxton closed with one last message for his fellow board members.
It's over with. Let it run his trout line. Let it do what it got to do. People did what they did. The governor did what he did. I'm still here.
The governor has known about the DWI incident for at least a year.
The governor's office has known about this for a year and done nothing.
Exactly. And that's unacceptable.
In July of last year, the attorney representing the State Troopers Association sent a letter to the governor that detailed the incident and even included the entire incident report. The Trooper Association wanted Braxton charged and removed from office. They never received a response, so again last month they sent another letter asking for a public hearing.
I'm very disappointed so far in the governor's lack of response.
If these allegations are true, Friedman says the governor needs to do one thing.
You believe Mr. Braxton should be removed by the governor?
There's no question about it. People have to be accountable, Lee, for their actions.
But a year after finding out Braxton may have abused his power, the most powerful person in the state has remained silent.
As a commissioner, you don't have a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Absolutely you do not, and the honor of being appointed to this position should impose upon you internally a sense of propriety, and you should be bending over backwards to not do anything that even gives the appearance of trying to abuse your power. This is not bending over backwards. This is blatant. This is just a blatant abuse of power.
State of unrest will have a lasting impact on state police. Days after our story aired, Calvin Braxton resigned from the State Police Commission. Mike Edmondson ended his 9-year run as State Police Superintendent. A state police report released a few weeks ago raises even more questions about Edmondson's character. Even after we spotted his signature approving that side trip, Edmondson denied knowing about it. But this state police report says it was obvious Edmondson was aware. Edmondson was not honest with us in that interview. The report says Edmondson deleted text messages from one of the troopers' cell phones with the intent to cover up his knowledge of the trip. Trooper Rodney Hyatt told investigators after the trip Edmondson took his cell phone and went to the settings feature and manipulated the settings to delete any text messages older than 30 days. Hyatt's proof Edmondson knew about the trip was deleted, but Hyatt's wife still had her messages. Pictures sent to Edmondson from the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. The troopers told Edmondson it's been fun, and at one point Edmondson responded, "Y'all better get to San Diego." Legal experts say Edmondson's actions could gain the attention of criminal investigators. State of Unrest already launched one criminal investigation into 4 state troopers. The East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office has joined that investigation and subpoenaed us here at Fox 8 News for copies of our video. The LACE program has been suspended. The new head of state police expects it to be reformed whenever it does return. State of Unrest was a year-long, complicated investigative series to produce. We filed more than 30 public records requests this year for information from state police. The records in our video produced a series of stories that raised serious questions about whether officials in law enforcement were violating the values they promised to uphold, leaving state police in a state of unrest. Thanks for watching.